Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Uh, yeah, bah humbug. Uh, Wanted to come to you today, starting up the every Friday night stream, every Friday and Saturday night stream from 9 till whatever time, with live PD playing in the background. Love me some live PD. Um, and talking about some I don't know, stuff. Um, so, yeah, I said it.
You said I don't know stuff.
I know, I said it.
You don't know stuff?
I don't know stuff. I am just like Jon Snow, okay? I know nothing.
I don't know stuff either.
And this is where it's going to lead me
What the crap?
into the next. What do you mean, what the crap ever?
It scratched the shoe she went. You got $150 credit line, but you got to pay $25.
Oh, okay. That's like the Nigerian prince who sends you $1 billion, but you gotta send him 300 first, just to verify you are who you are. Anyway, it's gonna lead me into the topic of the night, and that is annoyances. And I want to start this off by saying that I'm human, okay? I'm human. I make mistakes. Anybody that knows me knows that my past is riddled with mistakes. Mistakes that almost cost me my life. And in doing so, I've had a lot to learn about learning and living life after mistakes. So, you know, one of the things that gets me in everyday life is how rude some people can be. And it can really grind my gears, to steal a line from Peter Griffin. But it really does grind my gears. Now, as a man of faith, it's very hard for me to hold on to a grudge or do something that is in retaliation for a wrongdoing or something that's said wrong, approached the wrong way. And I have to wonder, in my time and in my experience in dealing with people, which I deal with new people every day. Hardly ever do I see the same person every day unless it's an issue. But my thing is, if you're dealing with the public, if you're dealing with people that are just trying to do a job, for what reason do you feel like you're better than the next? And that's really what I want to take it into, is the fact that what is it, and maybe you guys in YouTube land or Facebook or Twitter or any social media page can tell me, what is it that makes you feel like you're better than somebody else? That's the one thing, and if you don't do that to other people, first, as a person that gets this a lot, thank you. I try to always be the most polite, the most professional, and being a man that has PTSD, has anxiety issues, has depression, and stuff my inner demons that I battle every day. The one of the few things that keep me going is my faith in God and my wife and my kids. Those are the two main reasons that keep me being the nice, polite guy that I can be. Now, granted, I'm not tooting my own horn here. I know I can be a douche at times. Okay, I get that. But one of the things I take pride in is the fact that I don't cuss. It is a very, very proud thing that I can say that after years of cussing and using some of the most god awful words, in the last 6 years, I don't think I've uttered a single word that's considered a cuss word. Um, but I want to know, and my main reason for doing this tonight, I believe, is I want to know from you guys out there, if you do this to other people, if you find yourself talking down to or condescending anybody else in this world, is there a reason for it? Is there a reason behind it? Or are you just trying to be that nasty? Or are you being that nasty and not know it? Prime example, talking in a hypothetical situation, your water goes out. So you call the water company because you've got no water coming to your house. And the waterman and the plumber show up. They walk into your house. They try to figure out and help you out. Just because they're talking about plumbing, which a lot of people assume is very easy, very simple, what would drive you to talk down to them if they've been nothing but polite to you? The kind of thing that grinds my gears, that really gets my goat, is if somebody is trying to help you, why be nasty to them? Why cuss them, talk down to them, call them names, wish that they have a bad day because you don't like them or something? And the thing is, they're complete strangers. You don't know them. So I guess the point that I'm really trying to get across here, treat others how you want to be treated. Show others appreciation and sincerity and empathy and love and compassion when dealing with them, especially if they are there to help you or if they're doing something for you. There's no reason to be so daggum nasty that you literally don't know who you could be dealing with. That one nastiness moment to where you talk down to them could be a moment that you are honestly putting them over their breaking point to where they're about to snap. I know that there's days with my anxiety that I am so angry all the time, and I try not to put it out there. Hold on a second. Abigail. Honey. Thank you. Uh-huh. I got a 12-year-old daughter or 11-year-old daughter over here thinking she's 16 years old and trying to give attitude, snap her head, and get kids screaming to where I lose a train of thought. Thus is the joy of being a parent, because then all she says to me is, my bad.
My bad.
My bad. Sweetheart, I love you, but in your current state, you do not need to be in front of my camera. Same thing about what your mama talked to you in the dining room about what you need to wear thicker of during the winter. You don't need, honey, everybody got them. Okay. Walk past my camera and go, because I don't want you to knock my camera off as you walk by. Do what your mama told you to do.
What did you tell me to do? What?
Anyway, I have fun at my daughter's expense. But that being said, there's a gate there.
No.
One of the great things that really, when things happen and my anxiety gets up and I get so angry and I get so frustrated and I get just at that borderline where you're ready to just tear the world apart and go completely all green Hulk, And anybody that's struggling with anxiety or depression or any kind of mental illness can sympathize with me here that when those things go through your head, they're not the most pleasant of things. They're not the sunshine, rainbow, farts images going through your head. So when I've had a day like that and I come home, one of the most redeeming qualities about my wonderful wife and my 5 beautiful children is that they will do something so profoundly stupid that I can't help but laugh.
Grab your here.
Oh, still, I'm healing you. Oh, goodness gracious, yes. My wife is cracking inside jokes over here. And in one of my efforts to be as transparent as possible, let me say, all of my kids, save for maybe my oldest, Abby, is completely. What are you handing me a pin that's broke that's meant for the trash?
I don't know. I didn't know it was broke. Why throw it at me?
Now, except for say for Abby, she doesn't like it as much, but all of my kids love and adore Left 4 Dead, the Xbox video game. It's cartoony, it's a little gory, but coming from the past that we all have in this family, and Abby, I want to point something out to you, sweetheart. If you're going to wear pants so tight that your butt crack's going to eat them, don't crawl around on your hands and knees with your butt crack out. Because now it's all... Do you really want to get into that conversation live on the internet? Because I promise you, I will move back and give you an entire platform to speak on that on. Go right ahead. I'll wait. You don't want to explain why Mama had to bring you pants to school?
No.
Huh?
No.
Got nothing to say now, huh?
No.
Just as quiet as a mouse in church, huh? Yeah. Okay. Just so you know, your butt crack is probably going to be famous on YouTube because it strolled from here to here on my camera.
Yeah, I seen it.
11-year-old butt crack right there.
Seen it.
Famous. No, not.
Dallas, you got room to talk? Because I'll put you on center platform and roast you too.
Okay.
I'll make this a barbecue. Why are you slapping the couch like that's really funny? Because honestly, it's not.
I don't know. I'm weird.
No, you try to be weird. You're fairly normal.
I'm not normal. No one's normal.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so yeah, if you guys don't know by now, my streams and all my videos, anything that I post is completely random and live, and anything can happen. Yeah, it's completely 100% raw and real because we're a family of 7 people. Me and my wife have 5 kids. We don't have time to put on makeup and parade around like everything's perfect. My living room half the time is a mess. You don't get to see the rest of my house that the kids utterly destroy between the hours of 5 and 6 and then walk away from. Huh?
Talking about my house.
Don't take good care of the house. I'm talking about between the hours of 5 when I get home and 6 o'clock when dinner's ready. These kids will utterly destroy a room and walk away from it just like they didn't do it. It's like the kid that was in the museum was walking, lost his footing, put his hand up, and put it through like a $12 million painting, looked at the museum and said, "Wasn't me."
My bad.
They played the role of Shaggy. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Keep walking back and forth with my camera, girl. I'm going to put you in the spotlight and tell them exactly why Mama had to bring you close today.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Anyway. So, yes, as a parent, it is our job, our responsibility, and our duty to embarrass our kids whenever possible. So if you have kids and they're over the age of, what, 4?
I ain't play Princess Poo-Poo.
If they're 4 or older, it is your job as a parent to embarrass them any chance you get. If that means dancing weird in a convenience store or grocery store to telling embarrassing stories about them, go right ahead. Because the number one issue I find with this world today is they got way too many freaking snowflakes when it's 110 degrees outside. Everybody's so worried about getting their feelings hurt and worried about things that might offend them that they don't think about the real world and how the real world does not cater to them. Yeah, this is a moment of truth here at 9:19 tonight on the 5th of January 2018. Okay? Nobody cares in the real world how offended you might get over something. Truth is, the only time that it's a big deal and might get offended is when they can get their 15 minutes of fame over it. Or when that they can get famous or recognition in some shape, form, or fashion over being offended. It is the equivalent of kids behind a newscaster live on the air waving their arms around to get noticed. Or any other outrageous act that you would see in a sports stadium or something of the guy that wears pink hair and paints something on his chest in blue paint. He's going to get recognized by the camera. But they do it for a reason. Just like my wife. She thinks she's hilarious, and she is. Why every time I go to talk about something serious, y'all got to do something to break up the concentration? They're worried about what I will say. That's why that they keep me entertained. They worry about what truth I will say, and that I'm liable to hurt somebody's little snowflake feelings out there and let them get offended by my channel.
You're lucky I got on camera. Looking as rough as
You do not look rough. You are very beautiful. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're paid to say that.
I'm not paid to say anything.
Yep, it's in our marriage vows.
It's in the vows. When am I getting my money then?
I cannot say with camera.
Woman better have my money.
We didn't have enough money.
That's mommy's money, that's right.
Mama's money
Yeah.
and my money.
Oh, bunky? What's bunky?
I love my kids. I do. I love them. They're great. Okay, so moving on to Warcraft related things. I have these 3 Eridar skulls or heads in my bag. And I like one more to get something to do with the starting quest for demonology. So who knows when, where, or how that might come around. And shout out to Robert Palkovic from the Facebook group World of Warcraft Junkies for starting his first Horde tune. He's going to need some friends. So if you guys are on, I think it's Area 52 or Thrall, give him I don't have his name, I don't think. Going to need a server.
Not dead. Okay, it's dead.
Come here.
You took care of that tank outside of the store too, didn't you?
Joshua. Come here.
With a throwing knife.
That whole banging thing you just heard in the background was brought to you thanks to this little mini Hulk right here, who is 3 years old and the size of a freaking 6-year-old.
So you just
He's a very destructive, common, non-feelings getting hurt boy. He's tough as they come, tough as nails, ain't you? Ain't you? I want you to look at him. Go. Go play. So, Fun times. I completely lost my train of thought thanks to my wife. See, I'm telling you, she's a nuclear deterrent. When it comes to me going off or saying something I probably shouldn't say to the general public, she's my nuclear deterrent. She keeps everybody from getting roasted. Um, but yeah, going back to my original point when I started this video, because you know ADHD is real, y'all. If you guys feel the need to be rude to the people that are trying to help you, pretty soon you're going to have nobody to help you. Because believe it or not, the people that are there to help you, they're there by choice. They don't have to be. They can walk away. So have some common decency about yourself and show some empathy and sympathy towards somebody, because you never know how close they are to, and then you pay for it. Whether you pay for it in a monetary value or by whatever, your butt's going to pay. So with that being said, something like that. Love you. Richland County! Richland! Richland County! Is that Deputy Daddy Brown? Yeah, boy! See, this is where we live. So, this is why we watch the show. Oh, Lord, he done got a drug bust. It's over? It's finally over? We can go home now?
We're at home.
He got anger problems, y'all.
This is tip. If you send me anything in Messenger and ask me to keep it going, it dies right there. Don't waste your time.
It does, right there. Okay. So, also we'll preface this by saying that every once in a while, every couple of weeks, there's a chance if a phone rings in this house, this stream will be stopped, ceased and desist for reasons I will not go into. It'll be a special ring, and it's kind of like the red phone in the White House. When it rings, I have to answer it, and it's usually not a good thing. So, with that being said, that could happen tonight. Tonight's one of the weeks that could happen, and I hope it doesn't, because I don't want it to, but that is the truth of the matter on all things. So, what are we doing with my warlock? Yeah, I think I said I was going to do some PvP. So, let me get the PvP started. Okay.
Did you ask to have my phone?
And I've still yet to get the Scepter of Sargeras hidden artifact appearance, because the RNG hates me. Yeah. My kid is honestly playing jump over the bone. What? Buddy, get up here. Oh. Now what? I am not, but I can. Do you want me to play the one that turns into a kitty cat? What do you guys think? You think I should play the one that turns into a kitty cat? Should I? Yeah. Alright. Well, as soon as this loads up, I'll log out and log into the one. What's up, Chael? What's up, brother? Your wife plays jump over the bone? How many kids you got now? She got a little bit of playing time to catch up. Oh yeah, he just come in. So say hi, Chael. Hey. Say hi, Chael. All right. Somebody skipped work today. So, kitty cat. Oh. Nice. No. So, what you doing? Get your fingers out of your mouth. You playing jumping over the bone? Your mama tried to play that game and failed. Oh yeah?
Make everything sound so disturbing.
Get your face off my screen, boy. Get off on my chair. 11 o'clock. Oh yeah. Hey, if you guys all of a sudden notice that I start streaming 24 hours a day, you'll see why. You'll hear about it. And I'll explain later. Alright, yes, I told you I would play the kitty cat one, didn't I? Yeah. He likes my druid. I don't know why, but he does. Don't you? Alright. Oh, I get lovins. Oh, that's my paladin. There we go. There's the kitty cat one. Say, yay, kitty cat. Boy, you can't keep slouching. You're killing my leg. So, Mega Millions. 11 o'clock tonight. What's in my basket? Hey, do you want to show them your model face? Show them. Go.
Grabbing some pills.
Go heal her. Oh. Come here. Oh God. Dude, do you honestly think if I won that I would let the stream know? No. Now you'll see the stream abruptly cut off, or no, it would be this screen popping up. But yeah. No, homie. No. Yes, I'm playing the one that turns into a kitty cat. Chill. Y'all are being too loud over here. Yeah, for all of you guys, I'm sorry that just pierced your ears and broke your speakers. What? Down? Go up. I can't go up and be a kitty cat at the same time. See? Kitty cat. Look at that kitty cat.
to do it.
This one right here?
No. But I big man. You can do it.
I can kill it.
No.
No, they can get louder. Trust me. They're being quiet because Daddy has the camera on. But God forbid that we let them run loose because, oh my goodness, it would be game over, and I would just have to slash part from life.
That one is dead.
That one is dead. Did you just toot on me?
No.
No. Lies.
That was young.
Huh?
That was young.
I don't want that. Probably not.
That was young.
Huh?
I think Bill's here.
I don't know what she just said. It scares me.
No, they heard that.
I don't want you guys to think my son's a pillhead. He plays Left 4 Dead, and they have pills that give them extra health. And he'll run around the house saying, "Pills here. Pills here." See? And then he drinks the pills because any pillhead out there knows that in order to really get to full effect, you got to drink them.
What's a red moon?
Take a shot, Joshua.
That.
He can't just.
No, he can't. He's absolutely murdering my leg right now. I might take some ibuprofen like an old man and drink some ginseng tea just to get calm and go to bed tonight.
Let's take some pills.
I thought Batman.
Yeah.
No, I mean one doctor. But I find
Abigail.
that's a big man. Look, a big man.
Oh, that is a bad man, isn't it?
Why are you so hard tonight?
Because Daddy has the camera on.
A fire.
Breathe fire. I can't breathe fire.
No, look.
Look.
I'm going to turn in the dragon.
I can't turn into a dragon.
I'm on fire.
Oh, talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't be that and fight.
I'm flying from that man. I'm flying from that man.
Haha.
You look and I talk.
I tell you again.
We have another soldier for the horde.
You go very fast.
Phone call, friend.
How are you going? It's dead.
I tell you what, if you download WoW, and even if you do the starter edition where it's free to play to level 20, I will start a new character on whatever server you pick. It can even be Moonguard, for God's sakes.
You bet it does everyone you want. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Blue Dab?
No, look. Dab I spit, that's the dab.
Hey, you're pressing your luck. I already have one Alliance character.
Oh, what that do? What are you fighting? What are you fighting?
I'm fighting people.
So much fun.
Okay.
my mommy.
Okay. Now, let's see, they're in Nye County, Nevada, talking to somebody with a dog in a fence, so I don't really know. I don't know what's going on here. Something about somebody getting arrested. So, but no, yeah, I have a lot of pet peeves, but being rude to people is one of them. And I know I should probably let that go, but I can't, so I shan't. So don't be rude to people. Be nice to people who are there to help you.
No. No. No.
All right, excuse me just for a moment. Okay, now we're back. Rooted. So, 2010, my lord, how the game has changed in those 8 years. And I say 8 years because it's 2018. Shut up and get over it. But I will say that one of the hardest things to do as a person with depression, or anybody with depression or anxiety issues will tell you, the hardest thing to do is talk about what's bothering them. Excuse me just for a moment. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I had to be a parent for a moment and talk to the little girl who was upset. But with that being said, I completely forgot what my point was. So this is what happens when you have too many kids. You get distracted very, very easily.
Sure, blame the kids.
That's part of the reason, yeah.
What's this on here? Come on.
Want to see a cool trick?
What's this on me?
I do that. I do that to an empty Coke can, right? I just go, and magically, without me touching it at all, it refills itself.
I make a picture.
It's okay. It's okay.
Wow.
Go beat her up in the playroom. Yep.
He didn't. He landed on his head. Hurt anywhere? Did it bite you? Stella. It was Samson, but Bella just took advantage from some of their stolen phone. It was just a warning, babe. He just landed on it. He didn't snap at him.
Okay. Stop,
I
Joshua.
thought he snapped at him.
Whew, that was a scary moment. Yes. To answer your question, Jill, yes. Yes, and God, yes.
What?
He asked if work was bad. So the answer is yes. Yes, it was. You made the right choice not showing up today.
Fireman play for 10 minutes.
So, that was a nice little scary moment, I won't lie. That was definitely a heart stopper. Warbringer Moxna. There is Warbringer Moxna. Okay, kitty cat and heel. So, what is up, new people joining in? How are you tonight? Thank you guys for coming in. It's going to be a good night. We got live PD in the background, kids playing in the playroom, so we may actually get to conversate. Is conversate a word?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you?
Of course, I was makeup county, so.
Oh, you're smarter than I am, so yeah, conversate. And, Shell, that will have to be talked about outside of a live feed because, you know, work.
In trouble by his wife.
Yeah, and
Discussing things inappropriate.
yeah, the wife will kind of fuss at me. And I don't want to get fussed at because then she won't play jump over the bone.
Nope.
So
They won't.
I have to be nice. But just know that it was horrible. And yeah. See, I as much as I don't want to be censored live on YouTube, the wife makes me censor some things live on YouTube because she worries about the snowflakes of this world.
No, I enjoy my lifestyle.
No, I'm talking about the other things you have me censor. Because you worry about the snowflakes of this world getting their poor feelings hurt.
Somebody's got to worry about it.
No, they don't. For you guys just joining in, or coming in, what was I saying? Before we had the scare with the dog, oh, that's what you asked, is what happened. Oh, okay, that was scary. Yeah, I just now realized. I got you now. I got you, okay? Joshua was trying to jump over the dog's shoe bone, and he was making a game out of it as he's done. Well, just so happened he tripped up and fell on the dog's head with his elbow. So, like, he done one of the Randy Savage boom type of blows, and yeah, the dog didn't like it at all. We didn't know that at the time. Of course, my back was turned. As soon as I got up, the dog scattered and went over to sit down like a good pup. And Joshua showed up unhurt. So, It was a scary moment thinking our son had just gotten bit by a dog, which you'll hear me refer them to as dumb dog, which, yeah, he is or can
He
be.
is not.
He can be, and you know it.
He's the second smartest dog we got.
Well, we can't count Abby as the first.
No, Bella's the smartest dog we got.
That was a joke, sweetheart.
Yeah, but when I don't like it, I ignore it.
Oh, I know. So, but yeah, that's what happened. But with that being said, Withered Jim is down and out for the count. Yay! Now, oh yes, the thing with anxiety and depression is it can be very, very difficult to talk about, to put it into perspective, to really get it out there, because a lot of times you're trapped in your own head. Okay, you're a victim of your own mentality and the things that this thing says is true is not true, or vice versa, and it makes life a little bit more difficult to carry on. With that being said, goes back into my previous point, as I've stated. When you've got somebody that is doing things for you, they're helping you in some form or fashion, or something, don't just automatically assume that you're better than them and that you deserve a certain level of what's the word I'm looking for here, sweetie? Entitlement. Yes. A certain level of entitlement because, well, they're working a job or they're doing something that's a service to you, so you're automatically better, right? No. No. For all intents and purposes, that makes you a douche. So don't do it. Just, when you have a douchey thought like that creep in your head, slap yourself in your genital area and tell yourself no. Okay? That's the best way I can do it. What? Drugs are bad, okay? Exactly right, sweetheart. Drugs are bad for you. Hey, kids, don't do drugs. Yeah, get 18 and get out first. Then do whatever you want. I don't know. Let's see if RNG will bless me with a legendary. Timed? Oh no.
I'm sitting here strategically moving my things around, and it's time.
She's sitting here moving her things around, folks.
Never complain before.
And I'm not complaining now. You can move your things around on me all you want to, sweetheart. Oh, I'm watching. I love to watch.
Maybe I got me distracted again. It's time.
And?
I'm listening.
Okay, and because I highly dislike my druid right now, now that I've done World Quest on the druid, we're going to switch things up and go back to the warlock. Because warlocks, y'all. Where is this? This is early in Utah. Yeah, I don't really care for Utah. Any of you guys been or are from Utah? No? Maybe? Who knows? I doubt it. You should see my wife. She's over here doing this. Like Kevin Spacey in The Beautiful Mind. She's over here.
I was drawing the United States map.
She was drawing a map with her finger. Yeah, well, I've got my own finger.
Is that so? I shall remember that.
You don't recall that episode of 2.5 Men?
Nope. But I shall remember.
Charlie Sheen's dating this real estate person, right? That reminds him of his mom. She walks out the door. She goes, "Oh, and I'm taking my finger with me." He goes, "Oh yeah, I've got my own finger." It's a funny scene. I'm gonna pay for that, and it's not gonna be pretty. There may even be ball gags infused.
Oh, I can guarantee there won't be.
Okay, I can fit 3 fingers between that and 3 nuts.
This stuff's gonna have nuts in it.
I know, because I can already fit 3 fingers between there. That's okay?
Wait. Can fit 3 fingers where?
Okay, well, I'm just telling you how this is going to be anymore, because if I do, they're not to go to security. Okay, watch it.
Wait. Where is he talking about putting 3 fingers?
There you go.
Why is a cop from Utah talking about putting 3 fingers somewhere? That's a little bit disturbing, and I think that goes into rape. And rape is not funny, even if you're Kevin Spacey.
I hope he is safe word.
Nanners! Everybody, bananas. Okay.
Shut your mouth. She's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, chill. Bananas. Ask me about bananas on Monday.
No, you will not ask about it, because if you do, I will punch.
Joshua.
I will punch you for it, baby.
Dallas. Yeah, his brother was hitting him with a golf club.
Okay.
You know what? Hold on. Mama said everybody take a 10-minute break from electronics and go to the playroom.
I didn't say take a break.
1, 2, 3. I'm saying 10-minute break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Playroom. Anybody got questions?
I didn't break electronics. I just said playroom.
I did, because without taking electronics away, that couch potato would never get up off the couch. The only thing he gets off the couch for is to eat food or go to the computer. Anyway, we're going back to Utah, where a cop is telling a person he's arrested something about 3 fingers. So, is there a 3-finger rule in Utah? If anybody's from Utah? Not those bananas, Chell. That's a different.
Oh my gosh!
Different thing.
Y'all don't knock it off with the bananas.
I was telling him about that kid whenever I was a correctional officer. Why I won't eat chocolate dipped bananas anymore.
Yeah.
Right? I bet that stuff had nuts on it.
You're gonna be in trouble.
Probably.
Yeah.
I stay in trouble.
Yeah, but worse, you're gonna be in trouble with me.
That's a good kind of trouble.
No, it's not.
She gonna break out the cat of 9 tails.
No.
Giggity. Giggity.
No.
I said giggity.
Yeah, but you also said bananas.
Yeah, but I said giggity afterwards.
Is that how that works?
That's how it works.
Not the way it works.
It's more fun that way. Okay, let's see what we got for World Quest.
I think
Let's,
that's a good idea.
Let's break it down to some World Quest, huh? Because you know, bananas.
And now it'd be good tonight.
Yeah, it will be.
I mean, worse.
We won't take it that far.
You already did.
No, not yet. Bananas! No, there's seriously a thing about bananas on there.
Game over.
It's game over, man. It's game over.
So Shelly needs to download and have his wife download these apps.
Chell, the wife said something about downloading apps. You don't have to get nude for it, but there's something with half off. I'm not sure.
Oh, you get money back for shopping.
And you get money for it too. So yeah, we'll see. No, she's. I'm trying to be funny. In all honesty, we wouldn't be able to support our family on a one income, 7-member household, one income, if it wasn't for my wife and the apps and the various couponings and stuff that she does. It wouldn't be possible without her. So if she's ever on here, if I can ever get her to sit down in front of a camera, to explain exactly what she does, how she does, and what she goes about doing it. There's a lot of money you guys could save, and this goes for everybody. There's a list of apps that she uses that honestly, just by shopping, doing your everyday weekly shopping, you can save money, get percentages back, you can get gift cards and Groupons and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, she's getting pull-ups for 43 cents a pack next week because of all the stuff on her apps. So if any of you guys have kids or anything, it's a fantastic way to go about it. 2 seconds. All right, had to close the door because kids are loud, y'all. You should know it's time by now. Apparently. Oh, please do. Please do. Yes, I know I'll be flagged for PvP. I don't care. Somebody's got a pulse in Jeffersonville, Indiana. I had a homeless guy. Looked like he passed out on the ground.
Can you take this off? Can you take this off?
The handle.
Because we put it on and put it back on.
Why would y'all do such a thing?
Because that's what the instructions said. Because it's the chainsaw.
Alright, give me a second. I'm trying to kill this dude.
But I don't like the driving because then I can't aim, see?
Well, we know you can't aim, and it's cool.
I can't aim because of the race. I don't know me. And I knew. I'm going to wait until I get to...
Yeah, don't get me started on potty training of kids. Message, y'all. Give it here. And y'all are still in here. Why?
I was just giving this.
Yeah, y'all are being super loud.
Joshua, going back to the playground.
That's what I'm trying not to do. Hey, listen. I'll just make do with it because I can't get that off right now. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. So, what was I doing? Yes, PvP. Yeah, potty training kids, my wife tells me is fun. Because I work all the time, I don't ever know what it's like. She says it's fun, and I believe her.
It's fun if you like shampooing the carpets 40 times a day.
Well, that's true. Now, YouTube does not allow nudity, babe.
What I think about that.
I love it. Oh.
I don't talk about it either.
Not allowed to talk about nudity?
No.
Oh, Lord. I think we're going to have to do some prayer and fasting now.
It's making ice the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about snow. For me, since that ice. It's like there's no snow there at all.
My wife is so innocent. So innocent that when a cop looks at a person and says, "Is that ice?" her thought is, "There's no snow there."
Leave me alone.
Crazy.
I'm very innocent.
Crazy.
I've not touched any of that junk.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same, but I'd be lying to you.
None.
Speaking about drugs, and they just brought up the topic of Narcan. Seen a guy post a video, a picture on his from his car that had a picture of a note he had left saying, "Just sleeping. I did not OD. Please don't Narcan me, bro." I thought it was pretty funny. I am. I'm a silly goose. Careful. Careful. You'll get to honk the beak. Quack, quack. Oh, Lord, with the hard rubber nose. Good times. And, yes, Chell, we did finish Stranger Things. Yeah, we did.
Wasn't the last episode?
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes.
You're crazy.
Where she goes to the dance after they've defeated the thing, and she closed the gate.
Don't be telling people.
Hey,
They didn't see it.
Hey, if they ain't seen it by now, it's their fault. Okay.
They didn't know about it.
Well, if they're watching this stream, they should already know about it, because that's how we roll.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Punch me right in the nads if you want to. But anyway, yes, she. If I'm not mistaken, the last episode is from her when she goes to the dance, and hold on, I'm distracted by trying to kill Lance. But yeah, she goes to the dance and they kiss, and then they do something, some kind of weird pan out to where it turns the thing upside down, and that was the end, right? Yeah, I'm thinking that was the end. Told you! I'm already in enough trouble as it is, okay?
Better not be hearing you say any of the words Ellis says.
No.
That's a lie.
I'm not. And I'm Ellis. I'm mimicking Ellis. Except.
Demonology is not bad. Not a bad spade for a lock. I will say that.
Just give it a second.
Honor level 18. Yes.
Here's your reminder, looking for healthy Wi-Fi, Apple CarPlay compatibility, and key driver technology. It's $89. You need all 6 of those crossovers. Yep, and you still wouldn't get everything.
Yay.
It's get 0% financing for 60 months or $2,250 total cash allowance on this.
And just to be honest about the future of the channel, I will be streaming probably a lot more, but I will also be doing funny or some kind of videos. I can't guarantee they're all going to be funny because they all can't be winners now, can they? But I think there's something that can be done with the videos and my kids and whatnot. It's all still an early process in the thought process, but I think there's something there. We'll see. We'll see what we can do to get this channel up and going, get it shared out there, and you know, have some fun times. Oh yeah, I did get some stuff with that. Okay. You land the horse. Horse, a horse, a horse is a horse, of course. No? No, huh? What's wrong with you?
Scary situation with someone who was initially unresponsive. They did administer Narcan routine at work. But let's get an update from Officer Tom Leota.
I have a lot of quests, except for this place. I've not done hardly any quest for this place.
He started drinking, going to the north bank of the horse, over bringing him back with an opioid blocker, which just stops the body from being able to ingest the narcotics.
So I think I will start the quest for Suramar. And do those. It must be feeding time. Chell took a break because the baby was crying.
In the meantime, we want to go back to Nye County in Nevada. Quick update there. Remember they were investigating the woman with $53,000. But they handed that over to the detectives. We'll find out what happens.
What's the button at because his shirt is all white. No, it's white. This is close enough. I'm going to show you. It's close enough. Except I don't know.
So those of you watching, say something. Say hi to me. I promise this is interactive whenever I read it. Can't guarantee when, where, or how that I'll read it, but at some point in time, I will see it. And another thing I discovered is that, oddly enough, at 32 years of age, yeah, 32, I have the hair of a 50-year-old. Sorry, I got distracted again. Very easily distracted tonight. Ouch. Ouch. That one hurt. No, you can't sleep down here. You're being too loud. You can't possibly sleep down here when it's this loud. Mommy. Orthodox. Kulith. Cunin. Cunin. Nye County, Nevada is a new county to be covering. Has he got a bowl of cereal in his hand? Is that furniture outside in the snow? That's Nevada. Well, we know he's cold. Chicken is done. Oh, Lord. Hey, look, it's Abby. That's a little funny. You gotta admit, it's a little funny. Yeah. Oh. Oh, he's leading the witness. I'm not even a lawyer, and I know he's leading the witness. Not funny. Oops. Alright, and with that, you guys, I think we are done for tonight. Given that I don't get that very upsetting possible phone call, I will be on tomorrow. Who knows what time, because I don't know what all we got planned for tomorrow. With 5 kids, you never know what's going to come up and what's not. But that being said, I thank you guys for joining me tonight. It really does mean a lot to me every night that I stream, that I see people coming in. I see new people popping in. Even if they just watch for like 5 minutes, it still means a whole lot that you guys come by and share some time with me in the world. And maybe you walk away with a different point of view, or maybe you come back with a different thought. Maybe you agree, disagree, or what have you. Chell, to answer your question, I'm done streaming for tonight. Nobody said I was done gaming. You've got me on Discord. I'll probably jump in Discord for a minute. It's hard for me to be on Discord while I'm streaming, just simply because, I don't like splitting up to where I don't know what audio is going where and why. Know that it really does mean a lot to me, and I hope that you guys, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, share, do anything you can or want to do to get this page up and going, because, like I said, it really does mean a lot to me, and I think there's a lot of things that can be shared from our perspective of a very traditional Christian household. We do share a lot of jokes that people just don't expect. We have a lot of good times. We have a lot of funny moments, especially with the 2 young babies. So again, thank you guys. I love you as God loves you. You guys take care. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow-ish. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow night sometime. We do know that at 9 o'clock I will be going live for the live PD stream. But if you guys have or are in the South Carolina region or whatever it is, A&E is the channel it comes on, channel 46 on my TV, which we have a cable company here in South Carolina. Channel 46, A&E Network. Watch it. They cover many states all over. It's a great show, especially if you support your police officers and the people that walk that thin blue line, which includes law enforcement officers, correctional officers, just anybody that is doing everything they can, putting their life on the line to uphold the law. Um, Show them support, same as we do the troops. Love you. God loves you. You guys take care.